Beanie's Chronicles, it's Beanie and Monkey. Sorry if I'm a mess. I've been painting. And before you ask, no, I'm not any good. I'm really not.
You're good.
I'm just trying different things. But the purpose of this video is, this is an anxiety tip video. I said we were going to start doing these. My son and I both suffer from anxiety. We do have panic attacks. Mine are more frequent and more severe, I think, than his. But there are various tricks and methods that you can use to stop a panic attack. Instead of always having to rely on medication, because a lot of the medications for anxiety are a little bit mind altering and they can be addictive if misused. Which that's not to say you shouldn't use them if you need them. I won't lie, I take Klonopin for my anxiety, but I do still have panic attacks, and when I do, this is one of the methods that we use to help calm me down. And it's called, Monkey and I call it the alphabet game, and we're going to demonstrate it to you. I am going to be the person having the panic attack first. We're going to take turns. So he's just going to go through a couple of alphabet letters, probably go to G or H, just to, yeah, what's up?
Two things. Number one, I got white paint on my
your
foot.
Feet, yeah.
Number two,
I think I got paint on my lips.
I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm sorry.
Okay, so anyway, I'm going to be the person having the panic attack, and he's only going to go to letter G, H. We're not going to go through the whole alphabet because, you know, we don't want to torture you. So
Clonazepam is the generic version of Klonopin, right?
Clonazepam, yes.
Clonazepam, alright.
Okay. My little monkey here. I'm also a not working nurse right now, I guess you could say. And Monkey's been learning a lot of medical stuff from me. He wants to maybe go into nursing when he gets older, or whatever he wants to go into is fine with me. I don't care as long as he's happy.
I've been intaking medical knowledge from you since...
Okay, anyway, let's get back to the alphabet game.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm having a panic attack. Monkey.
What starts with A?
Alopecia.
What? You don't have to make one.
Yes.
What starts with B?
B. Brichette syndrome.
Okay, what starts with C?
C. C. Calcium deficient.
Shut up.
Carcinoma in situ. There you go. C.
D.
D. Dentist.
You could have said Down syndrome.
I know, I thought of that one, but I didn't want to.
What about E?
E. Encephalitis.
What about F?
Fibromyalgia.
What about A?
A? Maybe you did A. G. G.
I know, I'm joking. What's G?
G. Guillain-Barré syndrome.
And what's H?
H. Halitosis or Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Okay, and that's it. Now, we'll do a few for Monkey, since, you know, he's a kid, and this can work on adults, kids, whoever, and I'll explain more in detail why we're doing this in a minute. So now he's having a panic attack. What's A, buddy? Give me something that starts with A.
Agnostic.
Okay, good job. All right, B.
Banana.
Okay, C.
Comet.
D.
Dolphin.
E.
Ebola.
That's a good one. F.
Fasciitis.
Very good. G. Yeah, you can say that.
On the video?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, technically it's not against the guidelines, but it'd kind of be weird to say at the camera, you know? You know, our family watches this.
Yeah. I mean, it's a medical condition.
I said grime.
No, he didn't.
I said gonorrhea.
Yes, he did. Alright, and H.
Hepatitis.
There you go. Now, the whole point of that, first off, we all know that anxiety is a vicious cycle, especially when you're going into that panic attack. Because whatever triggers that panic attack in your mind, at that moment, that's all you can focus on. Which makes you more upset, more panicked, which, you know, raises all of those flags in your body and then as you're panicking, you're thinking more, which causes you to panic more, which causes you to think more, which causes you to panic more. See, it's a vicious cycle. So
okay, stop talking about it. You're making me think about it. Oh.
With this alphabet game, the reason why I tried to do all medical terms is because if you notice, there were times that I really had to sit there and think about it. Sometimes I'll try to do, when he does these with me, I'll try to specifically do medical terms or specifically do states or countries, something that I know that is going to have to cause me to think. Because if I'm thinking about what word goes with that letter, and it's, you know, I'm not doing an easy word, like an easy word for A would be and. I didn't have to think about that. That's not going to engage my mind. See, having to think about those medical terms or countries or states to match that letter, it engages my mind, and slowly I start to forget whatever it was that triggered me, and I start calming down, because now I'm no longer focused on that trigger. I am no longer focused on my feelings and how upset and panicking I am. I'm focusing on, what was that dang word for X again? Xenophobia. You know, what is that? I don't even know what that is. That's something Daddy picked up.
Auto Man, the complete.
Stop. But anyway, that's one of the methods that we use, and because it engages you in having to really put those thinking muscles or logical or, you know, those critical thinking skills, whatever, having to put them into use will help bring you out of that mental cycle of a panic attack. And that, folks, is our tip for today. And we will be posting more tips for anxiety, depression, and PTSD.
What does
and
this do?
Don't mess with that.
What is it?
It's a button. Stop.
Press the button. No.
Do your kids want to press every button they see?
No, I know I don't. I don't want to press every button I see.
I'm joking, he doesn't. Okay.
Well, hey.
Alright, folks, before we irritate you
That's
too much,
a button, but I don't feel like pressing it.
we're going to let you go. We hope you had
That's
a
a
great New
button.
Year's. And that you're having a wonderful year so far. And we'll be back later.
Is this a button? Honk, 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 honk your clock.